Yo, salute to my man Domingo first and foremost. But look, Media Famous, the #1 artist services and music distribution in the fucking world, you heard? If you an artist, you trying to get your music heard, I'm telling you, Big Gorilla, don't ever disrespect me and not fuck with Media Famous, you heard? Bing bong.
Bing bong. That's the homie Nim, Big Gorilla. Shout out to fire folks over there, the famous. Big shout out to Domingo. What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about today. Hey, yo, man, just to let you guys know, I don't know if you saw. Today is our 75th episode, bro.
Wow.
Brothers, brohams, broskis.
Salute.
Today is number 75, and of course, this is the last one of the season. We're gonna take a hiatus.
It's the season finale. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out all the dish. You know. You know who behind that curtain on the Mad Isms logo? Who in the backseat of the coach's car?
It do like he got a body. He got a body back there, coach. You got a body back there, man.
Hey man, I gotta do what I gotta do to keep Kyrie with the Nets, man.
Ooh,
so I have to...
Lord have mercy. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about it.
That conversation. Sure.
Yeah, man. So you know how we do, gentlemen. I'm gonna throw up a joint, a Hakeem Green joint. We're gonna like, subscribe, share the stream, bring people into the conversation. What up, Rob? I see you out there. Derwin, Mr. DJ, Holiday, Wilson is in the building. NBA draft. Yeah, we know what it is. You LeBron hater. Yo, I've never seen a bigger LeBron hater than Mr. Derwin Wilson, aka DJ Holiday. That dude right there, man. Assalamu alaikum, Frankie, Diomede, Esco. Salute. Thank you for joining the Mad IZM Sports Talk. But listen to what we do. We're gonna throw up a joint. In the meantime, I need you guys to share the stream, like, subscribe, hit that button on the YouTube page, cross on over to YouTube if you're on Facebook, and let people know what's going down. Yeah. Shut my mouth. Yeah, this goes out to every old head who took the time to drop a jewel on me, you know what I mean? Little bits of wisdom. Yo, check it out, listen. If pimpin' ain't easy, what the fuck is revolution? Rappers be spitting straight noise pollution. Here's a clean glass of water, I show you how to eat the live. What goes around comes, let me show you how to give. It's something that you hear when an honest at your rib. In the street, you up your jewels, thug drool like baby biz. I try to stay mindful, write something for the kids. Talking like I walk it, rap it how I live. I came up blue collar, strive to be a scholar, but I couldn't eat the love, I only starved without the dollar. Depression, the stress is enough to make you holler when the landlord's at your doorstep. The devil's on your collar. It's all like jewels. Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Yeah. It's all like jewels. Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Yeah. They call me a slacker, cause I won't sell crack for the cracker. I call women and I love everybody. It's getting rather call me just with the ass in the air like everybody's supposed to kiss it. It's a simple lesson, you get what you deserve. It's life a bitch or just a pimp with a perm. See mommy tricked out, made a little heartburn. Something she'll forget when it's time to take a turn. Will the children learn this was better to earn? But when my niggas put in work, they like to make the metal burn. End up in the system, it's all systematic. Manchurian candidates, waving automatics. A product of a project launched in the 80s. Chemical warfare meant to kill the crack babies. Now as the world turns, is it just a story? Cause keeping it real got my sons in purgatory. It's all like jewels. Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Yeah. It's all like jewels. Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Yeah. In between heaven and Hades, like earthquakes in Haiti, the fat lady clears her throat and then plays harp for the baby. They say I'm such a mystic, lyrics are mythic, but I make it so plain with details specifics. I'm giving. Young and I represent the game, I represent the fact that God helps those who help themselves. When God helps you, he's really helping himself. Every day have purpose, it's the science of life. Every breath's another roll, it's a science to die. Give me the moment. Learn from your mistakes, try to learn from others. You get one roll in life, you won't get another. You have to learn the tricks, cause some niggas be on the jab. Want some existence, but that shit make you laugh. I thought he had the bread, was wonder not the weed. I wonder now I was coming back, my connect ain't getting it. Said y'all like jewels, can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Yeah. Said y'all like jewels, can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Can I drop a jewel? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Drop a Jewel by your boy Hakeem Green, produced by Amin Ra Lawrence. Big shout out to him. Video by Nice Flicks. Big shout out to him. Yeah, man. Just trying to keep it going. That's off the Aubrey album, dropping September 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. Look out for that Aubrey album with features from CeeLo Green, Carl Thomas, Freeway, Malik Youssef, and KRS-One, entirely produced by Ron Lawrence. Look out for that Aubrey album. What up, Spliffy?
Hawk dropping jewels.
You know what I mean?
Somebody got
to do it. I don't know if you guys recognize that sample, that loop. Boom, 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 boom. That's from the Fatback Band. Going to see my baby.
Oh, okay.
Now, for all the house heads out there, now that Drake and Beyonce's made it cool to do house records, that record right there was a big house record. Even though it's a funk band, the Fatback Band is a funk band. That joint right there was a really big joint in the clubs. Really big joint in the clubs. Hakeem was way ahead of the wave. I just want to put that out there. Your man Hakeem stays ahead of the wave. You know what I mean? So y'all, but Spliffy.
Yes, sir.
You look spliffed out, brother. What you smoking? They over there looking like.
I had to go back. A little Northern Lights, yeah.
Ooh, he said Northern Lights. I ain't had that in a minute. I might have to order that. Put that on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Some Northern Lights rocking. But yeah, gentlemen, this is episode 75, Cliff.
It's top 75. Let's go.
This is episode 75, and of course, this is the grand finale, the crescendo. You know what I mean?
Until football season.
Until football season. Yeah, we're gonna take this little breaky break.
Summer break.
A little summer breaky break, little hiatus going on. You know, I always wanted to say I'm going on hiatus. Yeah, I mean, growing up in the 70s, show going hiatus. Man, what's a hiatus? That sounds special. It's not a vacation. It's a hiatus.
We just don't want to read about nobody during the hiatus. I don't want to hear no news about nobody on this panel.
No. Well, you will be hearing about 24
Coach
hours.
Coach is linked to Kyrie.
Yeah. You might hear something about me. I don't know. You might.
Yeah. Well, now for the folks, before we get into the sports, 24 Hours of Peace, August 26th, August 27th, the annual event that we do out in Newark, New Jersey by the same name, 24 Hours of Peace, pushing peace, love, unity, safely having fun. In a very short period of time, you're going to see a massive marketing campaign, PR campaign around 24 Hours of Peace. So that's the news you'll be hearing from Hakeem Green over the summer. 24 Hours of Peace. And, of course, the Aubrey album dropping September 2nd.
Nice.
Yes.
Now, all that said, when is Kyrie going to be with the Lakers?
We still got about a week. We got about a week, 6 days before he has to opt in. So
Yeah.
By this time next week, we'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sense a lot of pump faking. But Wes, what you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't think it's going. I think we might be surprised by a couple of the ops. I would not be shocked if Westbrook opted out of that money. Whatever money that's due him this year, I wouldn't be shocked if he opted out. Because he has a I think he has a clause in his contract.
Yeah, but
And
why
the
would
only
you leave
reason
$47 million on the table?
it's not about because I don't think he's about like the money's important. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that I don't think he's different. I'm just saying I won't be surprised. I'm not saying he will.
I'll be right back. Wait, don't.
Not saying he will. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
Opt out to do what?
Maybe get picked up by somebody for less money, where he could be happy.
So you saying completely opt out with no other deal pending?
Like isn't he up for does he have an option on his contract that's due in 6 days too? He can opt in or opt out, right? Like John Wall, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if he opts out, he leaves that $47 million on the table, and he becomes an unrestricted free agent. So he can do whatever he wants, sign whatever he wants.
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he should leave $47 million on the table. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if he did that.
Okay, wouldn't surprise you. Yeah, 47.
Listen. I can probably rock with that if you're talking about opting out, and he has a deal on the table like
Say New York wanted to sign him for 50, 2 years.
Right.
I don't think he'd be opposed to that.
I saw because they were talking. The Nets may offer him 3 years, 110. So I mean, that's now if he can get two years from the New York Knicks for 50, you know.
At this level, if he took $50 million for 2 years and got out of LA, I think for him,
50 million for 2 years.
Yeah, 25 million a year.
Yeah, we talking about Russell Westbrook opting out of his.
Yeah.
Right, but you said Kyrie.
I didn't do nothing about Kyrie. We didn't say nothing about Kyrie.
We still talking about Russell Westbrook. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying I wouldn't be shocked, and that'd be the team that I would think that would be in cahoots to do it if they did it. I wouldn't be shocked if he decided to do that.
Yeah, we know John Wall just opted in.
Yep.
So
yeah, John Wall was like, no.
Yeah, pay me my money.
I'm in. I want my money.
Yeah, I think that I think Kyrie is just pump faking that this news of the coming out is probably him pushing the narrative to play chicken with the Nets. Like
Kyrie ain't leaving the Nets.
I don't think he's leaving the Nets.
A wish list, his 6 teams. Y'all saw that?
Nah.
Yeah.
What was his 6 teams?
The first one was
the Lakers.
He put out 6 teams.
The first one was the Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers, the Mavs.
Wait a minute. Ooh. Damn.
The Mavs, the Lakers.
Ooh, him and Luka together.
The Clippers, the Heat.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
And the Knicks.
The Knicks and
anywhere Kyrie go, he gonna be a problem. Like his skill set, what he brings offensively, no matter where he goes, it's just a matter of chemistry and in his individual personality. How do you control or maintain that? LeBron has the experience in dealing with it. So
I would love to see him in Miami.
I think it's all I think it's posturing, like Wes said. I don't think he's gonna leave KD like that, because that would literally be leaving KD hanging. Yo.
That'd be whack.
That'd be
right. I
that shit real whack.
He's not
going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
Yep, that's what I said. He's in New York where he grew up. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, if you the Nets and he ain't going nowhere, I mean, what are you offering him? Like, what is your deal? Kyrie
gotta show some type of he's gonna get a lot of millions, right? He's just not gonna get as many millions as he wants. I just think he has to take a show me deal. You can't expect him. Yeah, you can't expect the Nets to want to invest in somebody who hasn't invested in them. Period. It's just not good business. Like, and I know he understands that. That's just not good business. He hasn't done anything to give the Nets the security to think that they should give him a huge bag. I can't see more than 3 years for Kyrie.
But he does have the leverage in that if he leaves, KD is going to ask for a trade.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
it screws the whole organization. So
Yep.
he does have that leverage, but I don't think he wants to leave and screw KD like that. But we know he's willing to leave money on the table.
Well, the other thing, KD's watched. He just watched Steph get another ring.
Yeah. that his name's gonna be in everybody's mouth because he left the Warriors and
Yep.
you know all this what ifs and all that. But the deal that I heard is on the table with Kyrie is basically 4 years, but first 2 years guaranteed, second 2 years guaranteed. You know, you have to reach playing incentives to get those second 2 years guaranteed.
Yep.
So, and I think that's more than fair because I heard the number was 65 games.
Which is fair.
You got to put stipulations in the contract. You got to put stipulations in the contract for him. You got to put them in there because he just. I hate to see stuff like that for players, but for Kyrie, it's got to be there. That's his doing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta. Today I was looking at Colin Cowherd, and he had on this guy. You probably heard of him before. Coach E. As a analyst, basketball analyst. He's been around the game. He said he's known Kyrie since he was 15. He was talking crazy smack against Kyrie, bro. Jeff Goodman.
Okay.
Jeff Goodman.
Jeff Goodman. Yeah.
He said that the one word that best describes Kyrie is condescending.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. He said it's just it's almost like he can't help it. It's just in his personality to be dismissive and condescending.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's bad for, you know, chemistry, relationship, coach to player. And you know, can you win the championship with that guy in a leadership position? Will that just foil the show?
No, it can be good cop, bad cop. Him and Durant could work. Listen, if they bring that team together back from what it was supposed to be this year, a healthy Ben Simmons, somewhat productive, because we don't know what we're going to get out of him. You're talking about Joe Harris coming back. You know, all their role players, Bruce Brown, all those cats, they're basically in contention. If they have a year to play together and they have good health. So I don't know what Kyrie, how you can blow that up, because if he blows that up, where does he go? And then like we all would know what happened if he does that, Durant is out. But then where's he gonna go?
I mean, I guess anywhere that can afford him. I mean, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, but it's about chips, man.
Durant mess around and Kyrie signed with somebody. Durant mess around and go to the Mavericks. Mark Cuban will grab Durant up in a second.
What about Phoenix?
That's a good place for him too.
One last hoorah with Chris Paul. Like, I mean,
Devin Booker,
Chris Paul.
Devin Booker is a good place to go. He's a young talent he could play with for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Chris Paul operating and orchestrating, getting KD open looks. You know.
Yeah, I could see that.
It could be kind of fly.
But they're not even trying to pay Ayton. Can they afford KD?
Well, they're not trying to pay Ayton because it's Ayton. I mean, KD and Ayton is like I mean, you try to figure it out with KD. Ayton is like, listen.
Yeah, but I think he earned his money. To be honest with you, I think he's gonna get it.
I do too. I think he deserves to get it.
Yeah, but it's no disrespect to it's not KD. KD's guaranteeing you 27, 28 points a game at least. Ayton.
Yeah. I done seen a whole lot of jokers that didn't deserve bag get bag based on potentially being good, and Ayton went out there and did enough to get a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Golden State Warriors, NBA champions, once again. Our last show took place
last Thursday.
The night of the beatdown.
Yep.
Yeah.
And was I the only one on the panel with Golden State?
No, everybody picked up Golden State. It's just that you guys said
I had Boston.
Oh, you had Boston.
I wanted a 7th game.
Yeah, but you had Golden State, right?
Yeah, I wanted a 7th game.
Right, and I was saying it was just something about Jason Tatum. He didn't seem like he wanted it. And in order for Boston to win, I thought he was going to have a really good game. He's going to have to show improve. Brown, over the series, consistently showed that he wanted it, whether he played well or not, or he played at his best or not. You could tell it, the effort, the desire, the cojones was there. Jason Tatum, he just seemed like every game he got a little bit more timid, like he wasn't playing as big as he needed to play. And I think that Game 6 was that was it.
Yeah, it was the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Started to basically disintegrate. I agree, and you're right. As Brown constantly played hard, regardless whether or not he was getting buckets or not. But that Game 6, he showed up. I think he had 30 that game, but Tatum, he just couldn't close out.
13 points in Game 6.
He was terrible.
2 points in the second half. I mean, when he shot twice in the second half.
Yeah.
No, he didn't want it.
No, he didn't want to be there.
He was in foul trouble early. But, it's unfortunate because he definitely has the ability. They really want, we all want to see him as a superstar, that guy. But I don't know if he's ready yet. It's a good thing he is young. He's got time to figure it out. What do you think about them? Bradley Beal, I guess, is on the market, and I heard some rumors about him wanting to go to Boston.
Yeah, there's rumors about him going to LA as well.
They're stacked regardless. I mean, you can just think about how they're young and everybody's getting better, and you didn't even have a healthy Robert Williams. So, sure, adding another star, another piece, another score, another wing, whatever is going to help them. But yeah, they're top 3 right now in the East, regardless. I think Boston's the truth.
Yeah, they're going to be around for a minute. They're very young, good coach, and I think this was a good learning experience for them.
Yeah.
Good learning experience.
I mean, yeah, they fell short, but they fell short to Golden State. A deep, talented, Curry-led Golden State, and Curry came to ball.
Let me throw this out there. Me and Wes talked about this a little earlier. It was I wouldn't say an ongoing discussion over the year, but someone in Facebook world, social media world, threw out early in the season, Tatum and Brown, the best duo in basketball. And it's not that I disagree, because I like both those players and I like them together. But I just thought it was a little too early to be shouting that out at the beginning of the season that they were the best duo in basketball. With what we saw last week, where you guys put Brown and Tatum as a duo, and are they better than Clay and Steph right now?
They're certainly not the best. Steph and Clay. I mean, they didn't have a better finals, but they had a better playoffs than those two. I mean,
they had a better year than those two.
Yes.
I mean,
Steph was
are they better than them based on careers? No, but they had a better year last year than those two.
With those two, because Clay coming off the injury and not feeling not fine.
Yeah.
Steph was Steph.
No one's gonna say they're a better combination of those two historically, because no, they're not. But this year, yeah, I mean they were better.
And we can't have be a prisoner of the moment, because 2 weeks ago when Boston got there, we're all singing their praises. You know what I'm saying? They just lost the finals. Again, they're the second best team.
But it's the way they lost. Not that they lost. It's the way they lost,
But you even said it though. It was the deterioration of Tatum's game from game 3.
We'll see.
But that's 3 games of the season, huh?
Yes. What I'm saying, it's the 3 most important games of the season.
Sure,
it's everything. Everything's on the line. It's time to step up and execute.
Absolutely.
It's like you know what I'm saying. It's like the regular season and the playoffs are like.
Vets. These are cats. These are Steph and Clay, Draymond. They're grizzled vets. So yeah, they came up short, and it was mainly Tatum. But they're young. I mean, those 24 and 25.
Well, let me see. So like there was after game maybe 2 or game 3, I was like, Clay just ain't Clay. Now you can see, he's getting open looks, but the shots just ain't going down, right? Mm-hmm. And this time he drove the lane. They fumbled the ball. He walked with the ball. He did things. It was like so un-Clay Thompson like.
Coming off injury, man. Coming off.
Right, and that's what you said, Coach. That's what you said, right? I was no argument there, right? But he kept shooting the ball. He kept working. He kept.
Yep.
So even though he's not, off the charts, Clay giving you 30, giving you right. You look at when we looked at his the scorecard after he was like, yo, he had 25. He had 18. I'm like, damn, it didn't seem like it, because he stayed aggressive. He stayed working. He let his impact on the game be felt, even though he wasn't playing like we wanted him to play. Whereas Tatum, not the same. And I think that's age, experience, just a knowledge of how to get to your spot, get the shots. It's a way you could. That's maybe not. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet. But it's a part of your impact as a player that adds to winning the chip. That's all I'm saying. And that I don't, when it came time, Jason Tatum didn't give us that. We didn't see that. It's not like he gave us his all, and it just was a hard-fought game, and Marcus Smart and Horford and the added pieces was just too much. It was like, no, dude disappeared.
Yeah. No, he and we saw that in game 1 where he wasn't scoring, but he did other things. But as the series went on, he just started to fade more and more. Like the moment became too big for him. Mm-hmm. It started to become too big for him. And, I'll chalk that up to his age, and I think he's going to get better. I think they'll be back. He will be a champion. I think he'll be an MVP in the league.
Yeah.
And for me,
I can see.
Me with Tatum, I know, a lot of times, we get the narrative for different people. They get different. They do the same thing, and we get on their case a lot harder. For me with Tatum, there's no shame in losing to the Golden State Warriors. There's no shame in losing to a 3-time champion, to become a champion. So I think actually that experience of losing to a champion makes you even stronger as a champion when it's your time, because you gotta go through. You didn't miss out, because it's not like it was the Memphis Grizzlies against Boston. That would have been worse for Tatum.
Right.
If it was Memphis, they both going for their first championship, and there's only a Ja Morant on the court, only one real superstar, and a bunch of other guys. And you got Tatum and Brown, and Tatum had that same type of series and lost in the finals and wilted the way he did. That's different.
Yeah, I
Can we
agree.
all
I
agree to
agree
that?
with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
For sure.
Because that's what I saw in 2011.
Dallas Mavericks. No doubt. Yeah, for
One
sure.
superstar, a whole bunch of guys on the other squad, and nobody had a championship. And it was everybody going for theirs. And, you know, the moment got too big. You lose to a champion, you lose to a champion, you know? Like,
Yeah, he
that's
lost
just
to the
what it
better
is.
team. Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
lost to
not
a
like
better team.
he lost to the better team. So
That's it.
you know, and he
I
look, he
mean,
was supposed to lose by
He's,
yeah, but it's
everybody
to
standard.
see Brown step like that. With Brown, they're the same age, right? Or Brown's 1 year younger, or versus
I think Brown's a year younger,
right. It's
vice
like
versa.
it's just what Brown gave us, even though it was in a loss. He gave you his mind, his focus. You know, when Tatum said, "Who said I was a superstar?" You never heard me say that. I didn't say that. I don't put that in my word. I don't. Hey, I don't want that. Or, you know, him saying, "There's times that I question my leadership." You know, I question. Like he said that. Like so. You know, it's like when you hear somebody say that, they immediately said Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant it'd have been the Shark Tank. Get him! Like the person's telling you, I don't want the smoke. I really don't want the smoke.
You can point to, first of all, his 100+ turnovers in the playoffs.
Yes,
It was 100.
And the fact that, you know, he didn't even shoot some second halves and some fourth quarters. So, I mean, it was just clearly things that, you know, not wanting to smoke. I mean, he ain't want to spark a fire. I mean, that cat ain't, you know, he was staying away from everything. And, you know, turning over the ball like he did, believe me, that also helped them get that chip too. So they're going to point to a lot of things when they really dissect it. But as young as he is, and as he's still on an ascent where he'll get it. They got a squad.
Yeah, I don't.
This is career defining.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a career defining moment where his trajectory goes. You know, does it go upward or does he just level off now? You know, because I think that's where it is.
Yeah. Right. Well, he's shown us. We know he's that dude. We know he's got it. There's no question he's got it. I just hope that, like, he knows he has it. That's the thing. We're all like, yeah, he's got it. He's next. He's the one. We can see it, but he's got to know it. You know, not the same. I was gonna say Andrew Wiggins. You know, coming out the college #1 draft pick, and you know, Wes, like you aptly detail. You know, he's just so many shortcomings to his game. A lot of it having to do with just focus, effort, and that. You know, and even though with Golden State, I mean, he's like a number 3 on the court when he's there. He can play. He could play big as a number 2, but the expectation is not what Jason Tatum has to deal with. So it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Not the same thing. But in that, you want to see a player play big, and even Andrew Wiggins, surprisingly, out of character for what we've seen throughout his career, played big more consistently in this last playoff run.
Yeah, but playing big for Wiggins when you got Steph and Clay and Draymond doing what they're supposed to do is different than Tatum not playing big because his offense was what they count on, right? For them to be successful, he has to have success. Golden State needs Wiggins to be productive, but they don't need him to play big. They need him to be productive for them to have success. They could be ultra successful if he plays big. I mean, they become unstoppable, right? But if he doesn't play big, they can still have success with him being productive.
Yeah, that's
him playing his role, him being
that
guy. I mean, the Steph factor to that team or to any team is what, you know, we really can't discount because he just opens up everything. You have to pay so much attention to his action, and he's just not just a spot up. Just his action alone just accounts for so much of a defensive attention that everybody, and when you're like Wiggins, when you're a third option, you know, And they did all of this without Wiseman. Wiseman's a beast, yo. He's a 7-footer that has handle, that's aggressive, that can run the floor, and has a mid-range. He's legit. So I mean, they stack, yo. They stack.
Yeah, I can see him running it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to say, I gotta say, and when we come back next season, we gotta do this more often. You know, we gotta just get in the car, ride with Coach E. You know, do some grocery shopping. You know, it's a dope feel, man. I like that. It gives that realness. You know what I mean? We in the trenches with it. Yeah. I can't say that again.
He froze now.
Yeah, he froze. Dr. Coach E.
Yeah.
Frozington. Yeah. So Golden State, man. You know, back to back.
Back to back to back to back. I mean, listen, their window is pretty long right now because you know they got Moses Moody, they got Kuminga, they got Poole, they got Looney who is homegrown, but he's still a young cat. You know what I'm saying? They got Gary Payton the second.
He won 20 mil.
James Wiseman. I named all of that. I've named more than a starting team, and not even said anything about stuff.
Yeah, but a lot of these contracts is up, and you can't pay everybody. Everybody can't get big money.
Don't get it twisted. The Warriors do it. They listen. They were. I think I want to say they paid $400 million in luxury tax this year alone. And what are you gonna do? Not sign that young talent like Poole, like Gary Payton, and let it walk? No. They're restacking for a legitimate dynasty. They don't that team, that management, that executive, they don't touch pennies, yo.
Yeah, they do it the right way.
They do it the right way. They keep their people, they pay their people, and they're making money hand over fist anyway.
Yeah, they do it the right way.
Poole, Wiggins, a lot of folks you got to take care of. Peyton Jr.
Big forks. They got to feed people. Big forks. Big mouths.
Yeah.
A lot of big mouths we got. Yeah.
Oh man.
6 and 8 years they've been there. That's a lot of revenue. That's a lot of, you know, being on the positive side of the income ledger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
Money.
Yeah, man. So you want to talk about these Lakers? Not really.
What's going to talk about? They traded to a 30. They got a 35 pick now. So there's nothing to talk about.
It's always good to talk about. I mean, it's just interesting conversation. What's going to happen with Westbrook? Westbrook.
Nah. I got something for us to talk about. Y'all can tell me what y'all feel about this one. I got a post today, and it had the best player in NBA history per category. So I'm gonna take the guys out like the Wilt, the Russells, and the Oscar Robinsons out for this conversation, and for your eyes only, I'm gonna give you 12 categories, and they put a face. Let's put one face next to each category, right? So the first category I'm gonna tell you is playmaking. Who is the best playmaker each person on the panel has seen with their eyes?
Magic.
I would agree. And Magic was the actual face. Okay. The next category was scoring. Who is the best? Who is the scoring champion that you see with your eyes?
Jordan.
Well, I had Kareem, but because he's still all he would have led. But yeah, that they had Wilt, but that was Wilt was there, right?
That's right. You can't. But you said that you
I
can't.
said take them out, but I know I said take them out, but I'm
Okay.
letting you know what they had. I'm
All
telling you
right.
what they had
They
and what we
had.
saying.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
okay.
So
All right,
so
but
far we had
but
Magic.
that makes sense. We saw Jordan with our own
Yeah,
eyes.
we
Like
saw
we
Jordan.
saw
And
Jordan.
we
saw
so
bits of Kareem. Yeah.
yeah. The next one was rebounding. Who was your best rebounder that you seen?
Rodman.
Oh, for me
That's
was
who I had.
Moses Malone.
I was
That was a good pick.
I was gonna say Moses Malone.
And he came up in the conversation we had, but Rodman Malone were the two that kept coming up. The person was Wilt, but on the thing.
See?
So, but
fucking Wilt, nigga, I'm telling you.
That was two Wilt.
Sleeping on Wilt.
Best shooter.
Steph.
I say Steph.
Steph.
Ray Allen was on the list.
Mm-hmm.
As the number one?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have had Ray Allen. I would have had Ray Allen.
Because their percentages.
There's only one. They didn't give a category to how. They just put shooter. Ray Allen. Right? I'm with you. I had Steph. Just saying, this what the thing says. Okay. See the question you have on your face? I want you to have that same kind of question mark in a little while, but I'm just gonna get there.
Well, if this came out when Ray was playing, we all thought Ray was a better shooter.
Yeah, we could agree that Ray was one or two, but I had Steph too. The next one was efficiency. Who's the most efficient player in your lifetime?
Kyrie.
Jordan. Jordan put the ball in the hoop.
Wilt.
I mean, it's Wilt. It is Wilt, but
it wasn't Wilt. It wasn't Wilt, but I had Bird. But they had LeBron as the most efficient.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Best player in your eyes since you've been watching.
Jordan.
They had LeBron. Most clutch.
Jordan.
I had Jordan.
Jordan, definitely.
Like a Robert Ory. Nobody more clutch than Robert Ory.
Big shot Rob, right?
What's the answer?
I had Jordan too. They had LeBron.
Wow. Most clutch?
Most clutch. That's why I was like.
Well, I mean, Shannon is always saying that in the last, whatever the category is, he got
Shannon had to put this list together. Ain't no way LeBron was
game-winning shots than Kobe and Jordan.
Okay, Shannon.
Whatever.
No, Shannon. The best handles.
Kyrie.
Isaiah.
I had Isaiah and Kyrie, but I ended up with Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah. I say Kyrie. The best defender. Oh, the answer was Iverson, by the way. They put Iverson there.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Best defender.
Bobby Jones or Rodman.
Scotty.
I had Scotty.
Michael Cooper.
I picked Scotty, but Bill Russell's the answer.
Bill Russell. Yeah, he defended fucking Will Chamberlain. Yeah. Caught 11 rings off this joker.
Leadership.
Jordan.
LeBron.
They had LeBron. LeBron was the leader. IQ.
LeBron.
They had LeBron. I had Bird. I had easily Larry Bird, but they had LeBron. And then they had athleticism. They had LeBron. It was like LeBron was 6 categories, which I don't think that's possible. But I think athleticism. They had LeBron. I can't disagree with that, but at the same time, when I think about athleticism and availability are two different things. Karl Malone, Shaq, Magic, they all represent the same thing that LeBron represented in terms of physical athletes that their struck their presence wasn't normal.
Right.
Wilt, for that matter, so that could have went to a number of players as well. But it is, I always laugh at these things because you could tell who wrote them, because it's like, I mean, so you're gonna tell me those 6 categories that's the only player with, I mean, not to have Jordan on any of those categories is a joke.
What are those categories again? Say it one time. That it was
Player,
LeBron and could have went to
player, scoring, rebounding, shooting, clutch, efficiency,
No.
defending, playmaking, athleticism, handle, leadership, and
Right.
basketball IQ. And Jordan wasn't listed on any of them.
Wait.
Huh.
I said all the categories. There were 12. They had 12 people.
Jordan was not one.
Jordan was never one at all. LeBron was on 6 of the 12. LeBron was on 6 of the 12. Wilt was on 2 of the 12.
That's horrible.
Bill Russell was on 1. Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, Magic. That's what it was.
That's bad.
I would like for you to take note, though.
Yeah.
In my honesty, I didn't have LeBron all over the place. And
No,
at times I said Jordan, and it wasn't Jordan.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. So I don't want you guys to think I'm all LeBron biased like that.
Well, I named 2 Lakers, but Kareem and Magic, you can argue Kareem was the best scorer that we ever seen, most points, right?
Yeah, okay.
And Magic was the best point guard. I didn't yell Kobe for clutch or Kobe for defense, but I mean, if we had a list of guards, I could have said it, but
I think I said Kobe for clutch, but it was LeBron.
Yeah, I don't know how that.
Well, whoever wrote this is clearly a LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah, definitely. And then you got that other one where we did this back in the day when we first started the show, Hawk. We had the player of the decade. So Bill Russell was the player of the decade in the 60s. Mm-hmm. They got Kareem being the player of the 70s. They got Magic being the player of the 80s. They got Jordan, the player of the 90s. They got Kobe in 2000. And they got from 2010 to 2020, they got Steph.
I agree with that.
It's all about how it lands, because I think from 2005 to 2015, LeBron might have been the best player. But he was playing, but in 2008 and 2009, 2010, Kobe was getting in the finals during his best player stretch. So I see how that, and Steph came on the scene in about 2014 and kind of blew that all up. But I knew that was going to happen.
Valerie wants to know what happened to Shaq.
For what?
I don't know. There was no Shaq on any of the.
To me, 2000s were dominated by Shaq, Kobe, and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
It was a 3-headed monster in the 2000s, in my opinion. I think they were all just as dope. So, and then the last one I got was, you sort of build your team for $15 of the century.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
That was with LeBron, Kobe, Duncan, Shaq, and Steph Curry were the $5 players. And then you had Chris Paul, D Wade, KD, Dirk, and Dwight Howard were $4 players. Then you had Nash, Harden, Kawhi, Garnett, and Marc Gasol as $3 players. You had Westbrook, Ray Allen, Giannis, AD, and Yao, $2. And for $1, Jason Kidd, Iverson, Pierce, Gasol, and Al Horford. So you got
you said Iverson for $1?
That's what I'm saying.
Would it be too much to ask for everybody to pull it up on another screen? So we can play the game.
I could like put it up like that.
No, I mean we could just open up Windows on our computers, hopefully. No.
Oh yeah. Go to build your NBA Century team, $15, and you'll find it.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
And they did it on Skip and Shannon did it, and they had different squads, but they were both pretty pretty disgusting squads. I don't know if you could just say no one's going to beat them, but it would be they would be good. They'd be good teams.
All right, so I'm looking at the right one. Got $5 players.
Steph.
Magic.
No. It should be Steph, Kobe, LeBron, Duncan.
Okay,
and
so that's another
in
one.
the 20th century.
Steph, Kobe, LeBron, Duncan, Shaq. Okay, got you.
And at the bottom, it should be Kidd, Iverson, Paul Pierce, Gasol, and Al Horford.
All right, so
For $1.
Can you take notes, Wes?
Yeah, I can tell you who. Tell you what.
No, I'm saying we just go around the horn and just.
Oh yeah.
Build
You
your squad.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm gonna take. Man. Lord. I'm gonna take Shaq and Steph.
Okay.
What side we go to?
Give me Kawhi.
For $3. That's $13. You got $2 left. And your $2 players really you need two people. So your
I'm looking at it. Yeah, Kidd, Iverson, Paul Pierce, Gasol, and Horford. Give me Iverson and Gasol.
So Hakeem got Shaq, Gasol, Steph, AI, and Kawhi.
Yeah.
You got Coach.
What's the site again?
Build. Would you go up on Hawk? Would you find it at?
Build your NBA Century team.
$15.
Yeah, $15. And I just went to images, so you just get the image of it.
$15.
Yeah, just go to images.
Okay.
And then Steph is the $5 with Steph, Kobe on the front line. That's the right one. Because there's a couple of them up there.
Steph, Kobe,
LeBron,
Duncan.
Yep, that's the right one.
Okay.
So you got to build up to $15.
All right. So I'm going with. Oh, I can't even do this. They don't have Kyrie on here. I'm not even doing it.
Oh, come on. That's impossible.
All right. No Kyrie. I can't build a team without my man. All right. So I'm going with Duncan. No, I'm not. Take that back. I'm going with KD. I'm going to start with KD. Then I'm going Kawhi. Greek Freak. What's that take me to? $9? Kobe and Jason Kidd.
Wow. Wow. That's a good team. I like that squad.
Repeat his team.
He got Kidd and Kobe with Durant, Kawhi, and Giannis.
Kobe.
Against Shaq and Steph with
Giannis.
You got Kawhi too, right, Hawk?
Yeah, I got Steph, Shaq, Kawhi, AI, and Gasol.
Yeah, AI and Gasol. All right, Cliff.
I don't think I'm on the right one. My $5 players.
Oh, who's your fifth player, Coach? I got Kidd, Kobe, KD, Giannis, and
Kawhi.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
I'm switching 1 through 5 all day.
I like that, Coach. I'm on
fadeawayworld.net.
All you gotta do is go in the images on that line.
Steph on Kidd.
I'm trying to
AI
get
on Kobe.
Images on where?
Ooh.
build your $15 team of the century, and then look at images.
Gasol's getting run by Giannis.
Wow.
But Shaq is killing.
The coach's team is kind of hot. Shannon had LeBron, Durant, Kawhi, Giannis, and AI.
That's ill.
That's
ill.
That's ill. I was like, okay. Yeah, if he had a $5, a $4, a $3, a $2, and a $1. 15. I like I'm going Jason Kidd and Paul Pierce and Giannis at my 4. And then I'm gonna go, so I got Kidd at the point, Pierce at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and then I'm going with the most dynamic duo ever, Shaq and Kobe. Giannis and Shaq.
That is physically. Oh my God.
Then I still got Jason Kidd being the point, and I know what Kobe and Pierce gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I know that Kawhi only can guard one person. You can't guard them both.
I'm not sure anybody gets a shot in the paint though.
And then on the weak side rebounding, if they go to double on Shaq, Giannis is coming on the weak side because Kobe and Shaq playing ball on one side of the court.
that
and you still got Jason Kidd throwing on the ball.
Dunks ever. They dunking everything.
I got Steph bombs away all day. Shaq is clearing out everything underneath.
Yep.
Kawhi with the defense.
Yep.
You know, and Gasol is just there for grit.
He was there for the dollars.
I mean,
I thought that was cool. That little like that.
Cliff, Spliffy, what's the deal?
Well, I'm looking at all these images. I'm just trying to find the one that y'all are on.
Steph Curry's the $5.
Yes, Steph, Kobe, LeBron.
Kobe, LeBron, Duncan, and Shaq are the top line.
Kid, AI, Paul Pierce, Gasol, and Horford at the bottom.
What I didn't understand is how you got Steve Nash as a $3 player, and to me, Jason Kidd as a $1 player.
Yo, Jason Kidd don't get the respect he deserves.
How do you not win anything, and and the guy that won stuff plays defense at that same position, more prolific as a point guard, and I know he didn't get the MVPs, but we can. Anybody that's why I'm like talking about MVPs in the NBA, because those things are subjective too. It's not really. I mean, and it was like that when Magic and Bird were playing. Magic got MVPs that he had no business winning.
Exactly.
You know, so MVP has been
the narrative.
It's been rigged forever.
Yeah,
That's why I don't like using it in arguments when they talk about better players, because Shaq got one MVP.
That's right.
Doesn't make sense.
Jordan, that's why Kyrie was holding his own practices, because he knew Nash don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so why have him on the team? That was your cosign.
Because that's what he wanted to do. He probably knew he was that type of coach that he could, have his own practice after practice.
That's great.
I like Valerie's squad, but Grant Hill don't have no he don't have a placement on this he wasn't on the list. He would be a free player in this. He'd
be 50 Cent.
But I like the squad. I do like the squad for real.
$15.50 list.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, Grant Hill was a phenomenal player, man. He wish we could have caught.
Grant Hill remind me of Don Mattingly in baseball.
Oh, well, speaking of baseball.
Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about that right now. The Yankees got a pitcher that's got the STDs right now.
Oh wow. Hold on.
Houston coming to town and rocking out.
Oh, my Yankees are getting it right now.
They're getting it right now.
They're getting it right now. Listen. We can't win every game,
Nah.
Listen, all I can say is 51-18.
Exactly.
So we can afford to lose a game or two, but this game ain't over. Remember last night we were down.
This is Houston
down last night. came back and won that game. So
it's Houston.
This game is not done yet.
I'm a Yankee fan. I live in Houston. I can't lose this game. It's you don't understand. I live in this cauldron of Astros all around me. Trust me. So when I saw the first inning and Bregman hit a 3-run home run, the two dudes got on and it was 3-0, just like that. I was like, but then the Yankees tied it up at 3-3.
3-3, exactly.
And then Yordan Alvarez hit another 3-run homer.
That was. Yeah, but like I said, we only in the fifth inning. We're going to the bottom, mid-fifth. So Yankees still got we still got a ways to go. All
right, so before we get into this baseball conversation, real quick, what's going on with the draft? I know it's on.
Okay, the draft. It was a couple of surprises. The kid from Duke, he got picked number 1 because everybody was saying Jabari Smith was supposed to be number 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of like upset the draft a little bit. And then the kid Keegan got selected, I think, 2nd.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
really?
Keegan, the kid
No.
from Gonzaga.
Holmgren went second.
Huh?
Holmgren went second, and Smith went third.
From Gonzaga, right?
Yeah. No, I think Keegan went.
Keegan went 4th. He went 4th to Sacramento.
I'm bugging because I was just looking at it. It was
I just turned it on. Keegan went 4th to Sacramento.
Okay. So he went for he went for Sacramento took what's the name because they hold up a second. I'm bugging because I was just looking at the draft and
yeah, we don't want to have you come in here with faulty information now.
Wait.
We're trying to be right and exact. You know what I mean?
Listen. Right now, I'm seeing what the Knicks are going to do because the kid who they wanted, Jaden Ivey, he was supposed to go 4th to Sacramento. So now
the Knicks going to take AJ Griffin.
Yeah, everybody, listen. All day they talking on the radio. Oh, Jaden Ivey, they're going to trade up. So we'll see what's going to happen. Detroit's on the clock right now. So the pick is in. The pick is in for Detroit. But they didn't say who it is yet. So it's in.
Yeah.
What are they, number 5 or 6?
Yeah, they're number 5.
Fifth. They're probably going to go after Ivy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Speaking of Detroit, Jeremy Grant is in Portland now.
Yes, he just got traded. Yes.
He got traded.
He just got traded.
Do you think that's going to bring Dame much help?
Nope.
No.
Does nothing for him.
That does absolutely not. That's I don't know what that is for him.
Jaden Ivey to Detroit.
He's going, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
That's a real nice back.
He ain't going to the Knicks. That's what everybody was screaming about.
That's a real nice backcourt.
Him and Cade Cunningham.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be lethal for years to come.
Oh, that's nice.
That's gonna be lethal. Yikes.
I like that.
Yikes.
Yeah. So where we at? What number we at? Detroit was what?
Detroit was 5th.
5.
Fifth.
They were 5th.
Detroit was 5th.
Who's on the clock?
Yeah, so the draft order's in now. So OKC is on the clock. OKC have like a million picks, man. They got so many picks.
They had the 3rd pick, didn't they, or the 2nd pick?
They had the 2nd pick. OKC got the 2nd pick. So who's the 6th pick?
So they took Chet with number 2?
Yeah, they took Chet.
He's the beast of the draft, I think.
Yeah, Thunder got Chet. Yep.
I'm not a believer. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not a believer.
If he doesn't get injured, he's gonna be a player.
He got company.
He got put some weight on. And
so
your man Goodman said Chet Holmgren has an inverted chest.
He does.
Hey,
But
man,
listen, he
bro.
got skills though, man. He's a big man. He can shoot that ball. I mean, you know,
Bro, Giannis is gonna break that boy.
Yeah.
This year,
This is gonna
but not in
break.
5 years.
Man, his frame. He don't have a frame to put. He's not a.
Giannis had that same frame, yo.
Nah,
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Giannis had wide shoulders. This boy don't have wide shoulders. Giannis
Listen to
had
me.
a sunken chest. He just didn't get his man body yet.
Listen to me. Frames don't mean nothing in this modern day NBA. Look, Kevin Durant is what is he like? 180 pounds soaking wet.
I don't think he's Kevin
You know?
Durant.
Hey, but listen, his game is very. He has a very similar type of game. Like, you know, he's a big man. He can shoot that ball. He can take it in.
And when he got deep into, and as he got deeper into the NCAA's, he just was like he wasn't even there.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what, you know.
I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see. I just, like I said, I saw him in the NCAA's, and I get it, but I don't know a dude that has his complexion, that has that type of frame that works out. I'm just saying, I just never seen it yet. And they already showed me a unicorn, and how'd that work out?
And how'd that work out? You know what I mean? Is he gonna be better than Porzingis? I don't think so.
As a Knicks fan, what a disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta see it. He got skills.
No, I mean, listen. Porzingis has skills. It's just, I think his brother ruined his career, man. I'm sorry, because it's just his brother being his confidant, management, and should have never did that. You know, kind of messed that guy up a little bit. You know.
Yeah. Too
And
close.
Chet Holmgren's dad used to be a pro, so there's some, you know, there's some pedigree there.
Yeah, there's some pedigree, man. A lot of these, Jabari Smith Pop played in the NBA. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
These
Chet
guys-
Holmgren, he is skilled for a big man. Like, he's skilled, no doubt. It's just, you know, when you get to the NBA, it's another thing. It's another beast. It's just the size of these athletes at his position. You know, he's gonna have to get his strength and condition. He's gonna get his weight up.
Listen, I mean, he's going to the pros now. They're gonna have him trainers. They're gonna have these guys. They have everything they need. They got the nutrition. They got the nutritionists. They got their cooks. They got their trainers. I mean, you know, between now and the season, that guy could put on 15, 20 pounds.
Easy.
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
We 190.
Probably. That's
still 190, right? You know what I mean? But, you know, I thought Kevin Durant needed to put on some more size and girth, and he didn't have to. But he's not Kevin Durant. Like, that's a different animal, different beast, not even in the same league. Well,
okay, the Pacers pick is in
now.
The Pacers pick is in number 6, Benedict Mathurin from Arizona.
Arizona, I didn't see him.
The kid from Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, what's up with the brother? Caleb Swanigan passed away. How did he die?
Oh.
He was the big man on from Swanigan played for Purdue, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't know how he died, man. But he was only 25.
25 years old, and then the next day, a cornerback from the linebacker from the Ravens died.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The cornerback for and so did
Tony
so
Ragusa.
did what's the name?
Tony Ragusa died.
The Goose, man.
Ragusa died?
The Jersey boy, man.
Oh man, the Goose.
Yeah, the Goose, man.
55 years old.
The other kid was young too. He was like 20-something, 23.
He was 26.
Oh, 26, yeah.
And linebacker from the Ravens was 26, and Swanigan was 25.
But how did he die though?
They said natural causes.
Really? Natural causes probably mean he probably had a heart attack in his sleep or something like that, man. I don't know. At 26 years old, natural causes? Yeah. You don't die of natural causes at 26, man.
25, 26 years old, you don't die naturally. Like that's
exactly. You don't die of natural causes at 26. You die of natural causes at 96, not 26.
Right.
Yeah.
That could only be like a heart attack, though.
Yep. Exactly. That's what I thought. I said a heart attack.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's how Saragusa died.
Man,
But Saragusa was a big fella, man. You could see
Yeah, he's a
Very,
big boy. He's
very
a big
big.
boy.
Big dude.
he wasn't
Very big.
he wasn't missing no Italian heroes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Well,
and he already had a family history of heart disease, from what I heard.
That's deep.
So
I mean, certain things are genetic. You can't get around them, but as much as you can, health
Yeah.
and wellness is important. Watch what you eat, ladies and gentlemen.
exactly.
I know Neville's locked into the vegan lifestyle.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to eat as healthy as I could possibly eat, man.
Yeah,
Want to be around for a few years, man.
yeah, at least.
For
sure. Yeah, man.
So the next pick is Portland. That's up right now.
This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, I guess my New York Knickerbockers, they're not making no trades, so I guess we're going to see who they're going to get at 11.
I'm telling you, they're going with A.J. Griffin, the hometown boy.
Let's see what happens. Let's see the kid. What's it? The kid Shaden Sharp.
Shaden Sharp never
He's
played
another one.
a minute of college basketball.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
he's another one.
I love it. I love that.
He's another kid that's on the radar. If he drops down, you never know.
Yeah.
People have been talking about him. I've been hearing a lot about him. Especially today, they've been talking about him a lot today. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Kentucky?
He went to Kentucky but never played.
Never played.
Yeah. The Knicks are locked into all those Kentucky plays, man, because of the Kentucky connection. So
Yep.
So we'll see. You never know. Never know.
So switching gears.
Yeah.
When is the Subway Series?
The Subway Series is actually, I think, sometime next month in July. I think it's July 26th, if I'm not mistaken. The 26th. It's July 26th, which is a Tuesday. I think I'm gonna have to get some tickets to go to Citi Field for that.
Yeah, that sounds like a winner right there. I might have to join you.
Yeah,
I might have to bounce
come
up.
on, man. Come on.
Check that out. So
July
I
26th,
know you're a New York Yankee fan.
Yeah, but
Cecil said Yankee sweep, so I think everybody here is in agreement. But I wanted to see if we can get this.
Let's see who's pitching. Let's see if my man Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer is good. He's going to come back. Huh?
I said DeGrom could be back. Scherzer could be
back. Yeah, man, that's going to be a listen. When those two, the Mets are playing like they're playing now without those two guys.
I know that's what I told somebody the other day.
Two best pitchers in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was like, they playing without the best two pitchers, and they still got 45 wins. That's crazy.
Man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So they're gonna be dangerous, man. But they better watch out for the Braves, because the Braves are nipping behind their heels. They were like 10 games up on the Braves or whatever, 10, 11 games up on the Braves, and the Braves are now 4 games back.
Yeah, the Braves are right there.
Like
Braves are right there. Braves, you can't count out the champs, man. They're the world champs, man. They're the World Series champions, so you can't count those boys out. They got a good team, man. They got some good players. They got a good team. They got the kid Olsen over there. They got, Acuna, the Beast.
He back because they didn't even have Acuna last year.
No, they didn't have Acuna. They won without Acuna. That's a crazy thing. They won without him. So,
what's up with the Japanese kid?
Otani.
How
about he had 8 RBIs 2 nights ago, and then he struck out 13 the night after?
God, man, he's amazing. He's amazing,
I'm just imagining his contract. What is that contract going to be when his time is up? When he's ready for free agency?
Ownership. They're gonna give him ownership.
They're gonna have to pay. I mean, listen, Mike Trout already has a $400 million contract, right?
Bro,
but they're gonna have to get his guy.
This is a historic thing going on with this guy.
Pitcher and a hitter.
Pitcher and a hitter.
Yeah. He struck out 13 players last night, and I think he set a record for even court looking, like either swinging or court looking. I think he set a record for that, and then he had 8 RBIs the night before.
And that was both. That was a major league first player in MLB history to do that. Oh yeah, he set records every time he.
Shaden Sharp to Portland.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's going. Shaden Sharp, Portland.
Wow.
It's gonna be a nice pick for them.
That could be. That's
Got
nice.
somebody. He got somebody. He got what's name? Got somebody to run with him now. Huh?
Yeah, that's a nice little backcourt too.
Yeah.
It still don't help him out there in the West, but it's nice.
But the West, listen, the West is not as tough as it was before. It's. I think the East right now, top to bottom, is tougher right now.
Yeah,
I
but the
still
West,
think,
the West next year, once it gets healthy, because you got
yeah.
Kawhi in them, because so LA is going to be a beast.
Yeah.
Memphis obviously is there. Dallas just got the kid from Houston.
Yeah.
The Lakers.
Huh?
The Lakers.
The West is going to be tough next year.
West is going to be
Well,
tough.
I'm not saying it's not going to be tough, but I think the East
Pelicans,
from top to bottom.
Memphis.
And let's see what's going to happen during free agency, because we get this draft and then free agency, so we're going to see who's going to get what. You know what I mean?
And then Denver getting healthy. The West.
Yeah.
Oh, Denver. Yeah, they come back strong.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be tough on both conferences. Both conferences are going to be tough, man.
You got Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis you can expect to get better.
Utah may be the only one that fall off because
Utah's going to fall off.
Listen. Do you think Donovan Mitchell's out of here? Or what?
Yeah, he's out of there.
So?
They might trade him to the Knicks tonight.
Man. Listen. We can only dream. As a Knicks fan, I have PTSD, man. I'm like, I just don't believe anything good is going to happen. It's just like it's always something. I'm looking for Jaden Ivey, no trade. I mean, he falls down to 5th.
Yep.
I think I think a lot of teams don't want to. A lot of places don't want to see New York win. Period.
Yeah.
They don't want to see New York win.
So Zion's out of the question. That's not happening anymore. He's chilling.
Nah, he seems to be ready to play in New Orleans right now.
I mean, but honestly, Zion to me is he's a great talent, but I'm not sure about his commitment. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, he's chiseled right now. His body is chiseled right now.
Really?
The sneaker commercial, bro. He just got the new Jordans. Nah, bro.
Listen, wasn't he pushing close to 400 pounds during the offseason?
He's different.
He done
He's
changed
different.
that up.
Nah, he changed up. I was a doubter, but I seen the new ad campaign.
He stopped eating Popeyes?
Bro, nah, he's chiseled. He's chiseled. He's slender. Well, he's lots more than he was. But nah, he's serious.
Sustainable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
as soon as Gladys Knight comes, as soon as Patty LaBelle comes, one of those little sweet potato pies right past her.
Oh man, it's the right, man.
No,
beignet out.
On the serious tip, the issue is with him is he's so explosive that he's bound to get injured. And then that's the scary part, because now he can't exercise, he can't train, he can't stay in shape. You know, it's like once he settles down, it's gonna just activate. So we just gotta hope that he stays healthy and injury free.
Yeah, he plays with that reckless abandon type. You know, like he wants to dunk on people. He's up in the air. He's like power game. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, listen. One thing I've learned from watching players that got injury histories is that usually when you have injury histories, it always sticks with you.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you have somebody that's injured, that's injury prone, and they just all of a sudden become healthy. The only player I can remember that did that. I remember what's the kid that played with Cleveland? Ilgauskas. You remember he was having all these foot problems early in his career, and then after that, same thing with Curry too. Steph Curry. You remember Steph Curry's having a lot of ankle problems.
A lot of ankle problems. Yeah.
He had a lot of ankle problems earlier, and then he was, then he went through a time where he just stayed healthy. For a while.
And then with Zion, just the way he plays, you want him to play
and then he's big too.
Comfortable and not hold back. And you can hurt yourself trying to hold back.
Yeah.
Can those knees consistently hold up that weight? Plus he's knock needed. So I mean, like his body,
bow-legged knock needed.
Yeah, him just running around and jumping around, lugging all that weight. Yeah. It ain't easy. So
okay, the Pelicans pick is in.
The boy is knock knee.
Ah, they took Dyson Daniels from the G League. And look like this
Yeah,
joke
but
is
it-
wearing aluminum foil.
Oh
suit.
damn! Look at the suit, man. It looked like the aluminum foil we used to put on the on the TV back in the days.
Yeah, yeah. What is
put it on my TV, put it on my antenna back in the days.
what is he wearing?
Wow.
Hey, Hawk, I gotta call Wendell because the registration was full.
Oh
I
wow.
gotta send him an email.
Okay.
I was gonna get a foursome sponsored by my job, and I'm hopeful that since he knows me, maybe I can get get. I mean, we can still obviously gonna pay, but just want to see if I can still get in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sent him an email.
Yeah.
Yep, it was booked up. I was like, damn.
Man, that's a good thing for him. Salute. Yeah, Wendell about his business. That's a good look.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
We need to have this Madison Sports presence up in the joint with Big West. I mean, we gotta make that happen.
Yeah.
Dyson Daniels. Which G League team was Dyson Daniels on?
The Ignite, the team with all the high school kids.
Oh, but who owned, like, who was, like, what team is affiliated with that team?
Nobody. They're just run by the G League. It's a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can only play for them.
Oh, okay. I got you. Because usually a lot of the times these guys if he was with a team that had him, why wouldn't they keep him? Why would they?
No,
that's what I was thinking.
You could go from high school right to the Ignite and play that league schedule all year. It's what Kuminga did the same thing.
And didn't the kid from the Rockets last year do the same thing?
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So when say Jaden Springer, he's playing in the G League, but I thought Philadelphia still retains the rights that they drafted him on, right?
No. He played for the Ignite, and he was drafted, and then he ended up.
He played for the Philadelphia Summer League team because they drafted him, and he played for them. But the G League and the Summer League is different. The Summer League is basically part of that.
Yeah, you're part of that. Yeah, you're part of that team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got two more picks into the next pick.
All right, we're gonna ride this out to the Knicks. Do what they do.
Gotta ride it out to the Knicks, man.
And we in the bottom of the sixth inning, 6-3 still. Astros.
Yeah, 6-3. Yeah, it's mid-6 now. Yeah.
Yeah. And Joe better answer the Alvarez's home run because Alvarez knocked a 3-run shot.
Yeah.
You're done.
So, guys, let me ask you guys a question because that we really need to incorporate to the show more, and that is the WNBA. We should get some a woman involved in this thing so they can be locked in. But we need to get our game up and talk more about the WNBA as a professional sport, and we need to give it that shine.
Sure.
That said, anybody know how it's looking right now? Is they're in the playoffs right now or no?
No, I just started.
No, they getting ready for they just finished voting for their All-Star game.
All-Star, yeah. They July is the All-Star game.
Yep.
They're like in the middle right now. They're like in the middle of the season, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
About 15 games. 15, 16 games. Now.
Yeah. Yeah, about 16, 17 games in. It all depends on, anywhere between 16 and 18 games in.
Okay. And what's their total season? Anybody know? Total?
I think they play 32 games.
Yeah, 30 something.
Yeah, it's only it's not.
It's like halfway over, right around there.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy because the women's college is actually bigger than the WNBA.
Yeah, we were saying that last week.
Yeah,
yep.
Crazy. If it can be, if the WNBA could be like just as good as far as like, I guess popular as the women's college game, it would be great.
So why do you think there's that disconnect? Why don't that market carry over to women's basketball?
You know what? That's a really good question. I just think once you're dealing with you're going from college, now you're going into the pros. Now you're talking about money. Now you're talking about ESPN and Fox and all the different outlets. Are they really going to give that big money to a women's league? That's the thing. It's kind of like soccer, where you got the European leagues and all that, and then you got the MLS. The MLS is finally. I mean, they're getting some better deals, and the players are starting to make some money, but they're not getting that kind of money. They're not getting the Premier League money. They're not getting that kind of money. So
Yeah,
I guess it expands in popularity. We'll see. I mean,
yeah, because when you look at the international game in women's basketball, is much bigger.
bigger,
The payday is much bigger for American athletes overseas playing professional basketball.
That's why a lot of them go overseas.
Yeah.
You make better money. I mean, WNBA salaries. I'm not even sure anybody's close to $1 million yet a season.
No. I think it's only 2 people that make like over 100,000
in the WNBA, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm making more than that.
Yeah. I think it might be Sue Bird and Tarasi.
Yeah, but when you factor in they're going overseas, these other countries and really cashing in, they're able to subsidize their life.
They're probably making more money. They're probably making more money if they go to ESPN or like what's old girl name? Monica McNutt.
Yeah, she's doing it for now. The tall African sister.
Elijah or something.
Shanae.
Yeah, Shanae.
Yeah,
she's dope. She's dope. I like the way she does her. She does her thing. But
Monica McNutt. She's the one. She's on MSG. She's on ESPN. She's all over the place. She's getting checks.
But Candace Parker, the same thing. Remember, she was on TNT.
Yep.
Yeah, Lisa Leslie's.
Carol Lawson got that off for a lot of years. Remember Carol Lawson from Tennessee, little guard?
Yep. But they have to do that because they literally have to supplement their income.
But I'm saying it's kind of like crazy that I recognize more college women players versus them when they get to the WNBA. You lose sight of them.
Yeah.
Everything they did when they were in college. Like, I mean, I used to watch mad Tennessee games and
UConn. I mean, UConn is probably bigger than any WNBA team. I mean, they just
UConn, Tennessee, Baylor.
Yeah. I guess it's that connection. I guess to the collegiate experience.
Yeah.
The story and the narrative over decades, or the records and all of it.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of built into it. Is it more of a connection? And then with the professional teams, it's just there's not that same. Like when you're riding with the Knicks or you ride with the Lakers, you ride with the whoever. It's that core audience that just has a long-standing relationship with the team and the personalities and the building that type of connection, would be very good for WNBA and women's basketball, I think. But yeah, we're gonna do our part here and discuss it more.
Yeah.
And make sure we have women on to discuss it as well, so they can really lock in and show us fellas.
San Antonio pick
Jeremy Sochan from Baylor.
He has like blonde hair. Look at his blonde hair.
Yeah.
Looking like Will Smith. Looking like Will Smith's son.
He's Polish or something, half Polish.
Knicks is up next.
Knickerbockers.
Come on, we on the clock. Hold on. No. Sorry, nope. The 10th.
Oh yeah. Washington's up next. Washington's up next.
Yeah. So they have one more pick to go. I mean, but listen, not for nothing. The last few years, the Knicks have been drafting well. They've been getting some nice young players. No true superstar talent, but they've got some really, really good, solid players. I like I like the kid Grimes. You know, I obviously quickly. Obi Toppin. I mean, those guys proved what they could do. Like towards the end of the season, they were balling.
They played well. They
were balling.
was
I mean, Tibbs actually gave those guys a chance to play, and you can see when these guys get minutes. Remember, Obi went up for like 40-some points.
Yo, can I just say something for a second?
Yeah.
Let me just hop all in here. So I just got our brother Rain, Coach E.
Yes, sir.
Just sent me a little text message, and it's from NBA Central.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant listed as preferred destinations if he gets traded.
Woo!
Golden State Warriors.
Are you serious?
Now the next one, if this happens, he a sucker.
Huh.
The Boston Celtics.
Get out of here! Really? Wow.
Milwaukee
I'm telling
Bucks.
you,
hold on, Milwaukee Bucks.
That's not a real list, yo.
Or the LA Clippers via Shams Charania.
Wow.
But that's on for NBA Central.
Wow.
I can't believe that's a real list. You really think he wants to go back?
Listen. I'm telling you guys. If
Kyrie's shaking up the whole league.
Kyrie Irving is probably going to end up getting traded. I don't think the Nets are going to give him that money. Kyrie Irving now, he listed teams today that he wanted to go to.
The Lakers.
He said the Lakers, the Knicks. It was two other teams as well.
Miami,
Miami,
and the Clippers.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas.
So
it's over.
Yeah, but,
Yo,
if
Kyrie go to LA, gentlemen.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that? Coach, how you feel Kyrie hooking up with LeBron for one more go?
I mean, listen, Kyrie could go to LA, but Kyrie is a very, how I feel about Kyrie.
But the thing is, Coach E used to coach Kyrie.
Yo,
so
he go to LA, they win the championship.
You think so?
How do you win a championship when they have no clothes and street clothes on their team?
Yeah, exactly. I have absolutely no faith in Kyrie when it comes to playing for a team.
Because you could put three bums on the court with him and LeBron. They gonna win.
Yeah. They gonna win the chip. I'm telling you, they gonna win the chip. If Kyrie goes to LA,
you think so?
He'll play 40 games.
I'm not exactly sure anymore. As great as LeBron is not a carrier anymore. He's not that dude that you can put five people around him
together. No, you missed, man. Kyrie Irving, first he'll have something to prove to everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Like he'll go in with a chip on his shoulder.
Oh my God.
In LA. Oh my God!
With Kobe in the banners, in the rafters. Oh,
listen. The thing is, with Kyrie is how many games is Kyrie going to play? That's number one.
He gonna play the whole season.
Kyrie has been in the league hot. Kyrie has been in the league 10 years, and he's never played a whole season. He's never played more than 60 games.
Kyrie goes around and win number 8. He'll go up in there and win number 8.
You're right. You just might.
Hey, go get that chip. I'm
not sure about that. I just think he's just.
I can see that. I can see LA somehow figuring out how to part ways with Russell Westbrook.
Now I think if they trade him, number one, you know what they're going to want. They're probably going to want Anthony Davis, something like that, because I think that's the only player that KD would say, okay, I can have him on my team, and I won't think about being traded, because they're saying depending on where he goes, if he gets traded, if the package isn't good enough for Kevin Durant, he's probably going to end up requesting the trade.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, that Kyrie doesn't have to opt in. He can become an unrestricted free agent if he doesn't opt in and go wherever he wants.
He could, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that he's going to take that $35 million.
Hey, he's been known to leave money on the table.
That's a lot of money to leave on the table, though.
He just left 18 mil on the table and
Yeah,
lost his
but
Nike
listen, but
contract.
18 million ain't 35 million.
And he lost his Nike contract.
Yeah. And I was saying 18 million ain't 35 million, so
He's already set for life.
okay. The pick is in for
Johnny Davis.
Johnny Davis for the Pistons, huh?
For the Wizards.
Oh, for the Wizards, not the Pistons. Yeah, Wizards. Yeah. Boy,
he was good. He had a good year.
First team All-American. AP.
Who did he play for? Indiana?
No,
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
With Bradley Beal. Where Bradley Beal gonna end up?
LA.
Nah, I think Bradley Bill's because Bradley Bill want that money. And
everybody's going to LA.
See, everybody says LA, but LA don't got no money.
Well, Kyrie's going to go for the minimum. He's going to go for the minimum.
For the cheap.
Yeah, okay. You think Kyrie's going to go for the minimum?
Yeah.
Get this ring just to show jokers. All right, listen.
Nah, exactly. Kyrie ain't going for no minimum, man. That's
He's
not
playing for the money anymore.
You think so?
I know so.
I don't think none of these players. I don't believe that when it comes to these players. Like
he's not playing for.
I think it's always about the money. Always about the money, you know.
I think he showed last year.
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
No, I don't think it's about the money for that brother either. I kind of agree with Coach. He probably will just opt out and just take his pick.
Mm-hmm.
Just figure out where he want to go, and he won't do it right away.
It's the New York Knicks time right here. It's the New York Knicks time. We on the clock.
They gotta if they don't take AJ.
Hold on, Wes. I'm sorry, Wes. What are you saying?
No, I'm just happy that Knicks fans are excited because I'm 53 years old and I know.
Listen. My whole life I've been waiting. Listen, the last time the Knicks won a championship, I think I was like 3.
I mean, yeah, basically. I think it was about 3 years old. I was like, I'm saying. Between the 3 years old and then LeBron and OJ, that was the last time you see the Knicks. It was OJ, right?
The crazy thing is, I was at the OJ game, the OJ game. So the only people who actually saw that game was the people who were in the Garden because you remember they took the game off, to show the chase.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the only people that was in the Garden was able to see the rest of that game.
I remember.
And my ears were ringing when I came out of that. It was just.
But I think basketball is a better place when the Knicks are good, man. There's no place
when the Knicks
like
are good. I don't care what nobody says. When the Knicks are good, ain't nothing like it, man. Huh?
I wouldn't know. I don't remember.
Come on, man.
Hey,
listen. When
was the last time the Knicks was a threat?
When Julius Randle was going off like crazy, and he was second to all team on All NBA, and the Knicks with a 4th seed, it was buzzing. It was. That's all we talk about.
That wasn't so long ago.
It's embarrassing for a Knicks fan to settle for buzzing. Like you should be embarrassing. Like New York Knicks fans make Dallas Cowboy fans feel better.
They do. They actually do.
But we hit the Knicks.
It's like that's twice as long. 27 years is now 50 years.
I think the Knicks might go after. They might go after the kid from Duke, AJ Griffin. We'll see.
They're drafting AJ Griffin. He's the hometown kid.
Yeah.
And he's a shooter too. He can shoot the ball.
Well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Here we go. You know, you can see the buzz in that building. Everybody's in anticipation. It's crazy how it's in the Barclays Center and it's all Knicks. Ain't no Brooklyn fans up in there.
That's why you got Nets players putting out their list today.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Nets realize they'll never be the Knicks in New York. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. I don't care how bad the Knicks are.
They should go back to Jersey.
Yeah, Even when he was in Jersey, nobody was going to the games, man.
Sorry, Jersey.
Listen.
We welcome them with open arms.
Oh, see.
Hold on.
See?
Oh,
See, I'm glad we waited around and see the faces on these Knicks fans.
yo.
Who they draft?
Oh, I got a kid from France. Listen, I don't know anything about the kid.
They got what? Frankie Little Kinder?
Yo, haven't they
Listen,
learned to
they
stop
got
drafting
Ousmane Dieng from France.
Oh my God.
I'm like, listen, I can't really talk about the pick because I don't really know too much about the kid. But he won a silver medal in 2019 FIBA.
He averaged, I'll tell you about the kid. He averaged 8.9 points in the Australian Basketball League.
In relation to Luau?
Probably not.
He might be actually.
Luau? Dang.
No, it's spelled different. It's spelled different.
It's spelled different. Yeah.
It's spelled different.
Sheesh.
Oh,
Well,
New York. Stop taking.
New York Knicks do what New York Knicks do.
They're going to be roasting the Knicks tonight. I can see it right now.
That's Frederick Weiss. That's what they did. The Knicks did that too, right? Frederick Weiss. That was their pick too.
Yeah. Hold on. What was the last kid? Frank Ntilikina.
Ntilikina, Frederick Weiss.
They're trading that. They can't keep this pick. They can't be serious with another Frank.
They don't get. Man, what's his name? What's the owner of that team? He must have some type of connection.
Dolan.
He must have a connection in France.
Yeah, he keep taking these French dudes, man.
Yeah.
Man, well, listen, guys. Neville,
the kid can shoot. Shoot.
So this is the 75th show now.
Here it is. Proposed trade to OKC.
Who's that?
It's a proposed trade to OKC for this kid.
Who for the French kid?
Yeah.
To go get
Chet. So it was prearranged then.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to the OKC. Okay.
That's why this makes sense. Okay.
Okay, I see. Okay, listen. Listen, because the Knicks, as far as the front office, they've been making a lot of little moves and trades and things like that. So they traded down. So where they traded down to now?
Trading for. I'm trying to understand.
They haven't said for what though.
But they traded it to OKC.
Yeah.
So now
maybe it's for this
12th pick or another player.
It might be for the 12th pick.
But why would they trade for the 12th pick when they?
Trade down?
Why would they trade there? It was one pick down.
Okay,
they probably still got the guy.
Kid. I don't know. Hey, it's the Knicks. You never know what they thinking.
Let's see who they're getting, man. Let's see, man. It's just
keep the party going. Y'all be right back.
I'm just imagining. Could you imagine the Knicks trade this guy, and then he goes over to OKC, becomes a superstar? That's just that's the kind of luck the Knicks have. They'll get a guy like this. They'll trade him, and they'll go over there. He'll be all-star, perennial all-star.
Well, they haven't really had any luck with any of these French cats at all.
No, but they've got the last few drafts. They've got some decent players. I kind of like. I like McBride. I like Grimes. He's a shooter. He reminds me a little bit of Allen Houston. Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
He has that stroke, like that. He has that pure stroke, and I think he could only get better. It's just, to me, it's all about player development. It's all about what Tibbs is going to do with these players, because you have to play the young boys. You have to play the young boys.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what happened at the end of the season when he played all those young boys. They were shining. They looked really good. So that's Tibbs' downfall. Like, he doesn't like to play the young players.
He does. Yeah, he doesn't play young players.
He doesn't.
Don't like to play young players, and that's. I mean, obviously he get quickly some burn, but Obi Toppin didn't really get burned. I mean, you gotta. Obi Toppin was a college player of the year. Remember that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he does what Tibbs likes. Like, he defends, he blocks shots. Like, you would think you would play the kid.
It's just he was playing behind in Randall's shadow, and if anything he did wrong, Tibbs pull him.
Yeah.
You can't do
It's
that.
weird that Tibbs got that mindset because Tibbs was Butler's rookie coach, and he let Jimmy Butler go.
Yeah.
He let him play.
Yeah, but it's funny because he let D Rose play and he let all of it. So that's why I understand sometimes where he doesn't want to play the young guys. I mean, it's like,
that's what I'm saying. It don't make sense because when he was in Chicago, the young boys were what he had, and they had the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the type of coach.
Okay, so OKC is picking next now. So is this in for the Knicks? I mean, what's
they still haven't said.
Oh man, let me see.
So the Knicks traded this guy from France, but they're going to trade him to somebody.
Trade him to OKC.
Why would they make that trade if they picking after each other?
Let me see
something.
Because
the Knicks are going to take who they want to take. They're going to get who they want to get anyway, if that's the case. So why would they make that? Why would okay? That's like giving a trade. That's like giving a pick away. Because I'm
trying to see what happened here. What?
Yeah, but it could be cash involved. It could
that's what I'm saying. It has to be some type of other incentive. If y'all one is 11 and one is 12, why don't you just pick 12 and get your player? And the Knicks get their player. So it has to be some cash involved.
Knicks. I'm trying to see what's. I'm trying to see the pick is in, so we'll see what's gonna happen.
Thank you, Valerie, for the happy 75th show shout out. Neville, this is the 75th show, bro.
75th? Wow.
75.
75. That's a lot of shows, man.
Yeah, and this is the last show of the season. We're gonna go on hiatus. That sounds fly, right? We're going on hiatus.
Listen, I'm glad I was able to participate in the last show before the hiatus.
When we pick up next year, next season in September, we'll be gearing up for the pennant.
NFL.
Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams. All right, this is not making sense now.
Guard from Santa Clara. OKC. So what
did the Knicks trade for?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It had to be some cash because it don't make no sense.
Maybe they traded for their later picks because OKC got a lot of picks.
They got a lot of picks. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I think maybe the Knicks got probably like two. They probably gave them an extra pick.
Yeah, maybe the Knicks feel like who they want is later on.
So the Knicks, I'm not seeing anything as far as anything on Twitter. Yeah, hold up a second. Anything? Okay, let me see something. So the Knicks, I still don't see as far as what happened.
We in the bottom of the 7th. Still the same.
Bottom of the 7th now? It's still 60, right?
He only got 2 hits the whole game.
Yeah. You see the Astros, they came and they swept them. They swept the Mets, so they swept the Mets.
And the Mets, I mean, the Yankees pitcher was really why they got a 50 wins. But, because the hitter, to me, besides Judge.
Listen, the offense is number 2. Like as far as they got the most runs, they got the second most runs out in the league.
Yeah, they got the home runs, but I guess I just grew up on another age of baseball. I can't swallow cats batting 215 with 18 home runs.
I mean, it's just what you see. Listen, but you see where they got Joey Gallo at. They got him batting 9th, which means
he shouldn't be batting in the major leagues. He shouldn't be batting in the major.
But you know what? Yeah, but the Yankees got to play him only because of that trade. I'm telling you, he's out of here. I think they're gonna the trading deadline. They're going for another outfielder. I mean,
they gotta get another outfielder
to be batting 181.
He batted like 170 as a Yankee. 170 as a Yankee.
He's batting 181 this season.
Yeah, and he batted 165.
Unacceptable.
He batted 155 last year with them in 60 games.
I mean, back in the days, if you was hitting that, you wouldn't even be in the league.
You wouldn't be in the league.
You wouldn't be in the league. If you was batting 200, you wouldn't be in the league.
No.
Unless you was a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Pitchers that hit better than him. So CC Sabathia is a better hitter than Joey Gallo.
Exactly. CC Sabathia had just as much power as him, and he was a better hitter.
Yeah, so this is number 75. We're gonna wrap this up. Brother getting hungry. You know.
Right. Listen, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit my man spot, Jarrell's Better Burger in Manhattan. Little vegan spot. They got it on Hawk on 6th Avenue. Next time you come up, we gotta go.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Listen, black owned, brother.
Nice. You know,
black owned, probably the only black owned spot in Soho vegan. They do burgers. They burgers, fries, shakes.
Nice.
Good.
So you should, hey Neville, you should try a place called Cadence Vegan.
I've been to Cadence. Yeah. I know. Listen. I know. Actually, one of the girls that works at Cadence, she used to cook with my sister. Cause my sister is the raw food vegan chef.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So she's doing her thing. If you want to follow her on Instagram, Embrace Raw Living on Instagram. You see her. She does her raw pies, pizza. It's her food is amazing, and I'm not just saying because my sister. Her food is absolutely amazing. She was doing a ghost kitchen in Atlanta, but she's back up in New York now. So she's been doing like a lot of events, things like that. She's doing a lot of selling her pizza and different things like that. And she might be going back to Atlanta. I think if they get their the other ghost kitchen running up again, she'll be back down there. But she's up here for the summer.
Okay.
So you guys.
Yeah. So I just wanted to first big y'all up for participating in the show.
Yes, sir.
And we had this conversation every week, and I appreciate you guys carving out times out of your day. You got family, other things that you're doing, and we can sit and just chill with folks that family out there. Jay, Cecil, Valerie, of course, Rob, Therm, everybody that checks in with us throughout the course of the year, like steady every week. Salute to y'all. We're gonna take this next hiatus and come back sometime in September for football season and throughout the rest of the sports year. You know what I mean? So it's your man Hakeem Green, Big West, Uncle Spliffy, Coach E, and Neville just joining the round table. Salute. This is IZM Sports. Number 75. Salute, y'all.
Salute.
Peace.